Press any button. Story. Play the main story of The Last of Us. No return. Survive. Story. Play the main story of The Last of Us. Part. No return. Survive through a series of randomized combat encounters in options. Controls. Dual sense trademark. HUD. Options. Extras. Making of. Behind the scenes look. No. Story. Play the main story of The Last of Us. No return. Survive through a series of story. New game. Moderate. Provides a balanced experience. Light. Less challenging than moderate. Moderate. Provide hard. For those looking for a greater challenge. Resources are very limited. Moderate. Provides a balanced start. Permadeath. Off. Camera. Look at aiming. Invert Y. Off. Invert the vertical rotation direction of your camera while aiming. Left and right directional buttons. Change. Triangle button. On. Look. Invert Y. Off. Invert the vertical rotation direction of your camera when not aiming. On. Camera assist. On. Automatically reorients the camera in permadeath. Off. Permadeath adds additional challenge by limiting how much progress will be saved on death. It can only be enabled when starting a new game. Per chapter. Left and right directional. Off. Per chapter. Correct. Whole game. Correct. Left and right directional buttons. Change. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Circle button. Back. Per chap. Off. Start. You have selected moderate. Challenge level can be changed at any time in options.
In an abandoned living room, Joel, a bearded man in his early 50s with dark, deep graying hair, cleans the neck of a stringless Taylor guitar.
I don't know what happened.
He rubs a rag over the image of a white moth between the second and third fret.
I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone.
In a flashback, Joel and Ellie, a teenaged girl with auburn hair, walk through a deserted city.
She needed her immunity to mean something.
Ellie's gaze wanders. Flash forward to the living room. Joel glances up.
Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business.
He continues cleaning down the fretboard.
Maybe I just wanted to do right by her.
In the flashback,
And then we made it.
armed militia guard a rundown St. Mary's hospital.
You found the firefight.
Inside an operating room,
Because of her,
an unconscious Ellie.
they were actually going to make a cure.
Wearing an oxygen mask, she lies on the operating table. Flash forward to the living room.
The only catch,
Flashback to the operating room.
it would kill her.
Joel bursts in to face a surgeon and nurse.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor? What are you doing?
The surgeon grabs a scalpel in defense.
I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
The scars on Joel's face crease as his brow furrows menacingly. Flash forward to the living room.
Jesus Christ, Joel.
Tommy, a bearded man in his late 40s with long...
Skip cinematic. Replay options. Difficulty. Dual HUD subtitles. Story plus combat. Size. Background. Name colors. On. When subtitle names are enabled. Off. Direction. On. Enable. Off. Name colors. Names. Background. Off. Enables a dark size. Subtitles. Story plus combat dialogue. Enables subtitles for spoken dialogue. Story off. Story dialogue. Story dialogue. Sign. Back. Name. Direct color. Subtitle. Size. Media. Subtitles. Display. Audio. Effects. 100. Range. Dialogue. Music. Cinematic. Access. Screen reader. 50. Range. 0. 2. 100. Adjust. 40. 5. Cinematic. 40. 0. Screen reader. 5. Range. 0. 2. 1. Audio. Options.
What do you do?
I saved her.
the exit. Don't let him get away.
Goddamn. That's some.
Skip cinematic. Replay option. Photo. Audio. Extras. Audio. Photo mode. X button. Options. Replay cinematic. X button. Option. Audio. Display, rendering mode, performance, at core, locked, modifies core, film gray, field cam, mode, save brightness, unlocked frame rate, locked, maximizes frame rate on supported televisions. This brightness, adjust brightness and HDR setting, safe zone scale, adjust the extent of the motion blur, 10, range, 0, camera shake, field of view, 0, film gray, core, locked, modifies core effects when set to film gray, camera display, audio, link accessibility, alternate controls. Square button. Access option.
That's a lot. What does Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
I didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
Skip cinematic. Read option. Photo mode. Audio X2 to save game. To audio options. Photo mode. Camera mode. Locked. Photo mode shortcut. L3 button. Plus. R3. Depth of field. Off. Brightness. 36. Chromatic aberration. 53. Range. Filter. None. Vignette. Off. Frame. None. R3 button, grid, left and right directional buttons, change, square button, hide menu, circle button, close, L1 button, or R1 button, to switch tab. Exit photo mode, no. Yes. Skip cinematic, read options. X button, accessibility. Length audio, subtitles. Display, camera shake, 10, range, 0, 2, 10, adjust the intensity of camera shake. Left and right directional buttons, change, circle button, back, safe zone scale, adjust the extent of the visible motion, camera shake, 10, range, 0, 2, 10, adjust the intent, 9, 10, motion, safe brightness, safe zone, resize the markers until they fit in display, brightness, adjust brightness and HDR settings. Unlocked frame rate, rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate, unlocked frame rate, locked, maximizes frame rate on supported televisions. This television does not support high frame rate, HFR, and variable refresh rate, VRR, or these settings are disabled on your console. Circle button, back, brightness, adjust brightness and HDR settings. Display. Display, brightness, HDR, locked. Enable high dynamic range rendering for supported televisions. This television does not support HDR. Left and right directional buttons. Display, safe zone scale. Resize the markers until they fit in the corners of your screen. Display, motion blur, 10, range, 0, 2, 10. Adjust the intensity of the motion blur effect. Left and right directional buttons. Change, circle button, back. Camera, film grain, display, options. Navigation assistant. Options. Photo. Audio cue glossary. Photo mode. Audio cue glossary. Extra. Audio triangle button. Interact audio cue. Audio cue extras. Tutorial. Survival strategies. You have tutorials. Save game. Load game. Restart checkpoint. Quit to main menu. Quit to main menu? No. Quit to main menu. Restart load to X audio photo mode. Options. X button. Select. Circle button. Back. 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 X button, select, circle button, back. X button, select, circle button. Options. Photo, audio, X tutorials, extras, audio cue glossary. X but X to low restart check quit to main menu. No, yeah, yes. Press any button. Story, play the main story of The Last of Us Part 2. No return, option extras. Options, controls, dual cut set display. Display, rendering mode, unlock free, safe zone, motion unlock, right, safe zone, unlock free, right, mode, camera shake, motion, rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. Fidelity, favor resolution over frame rate. Rendered and output at 4K. Target 30 FPS. Performance, balance resolution and frame rate. Rendered at 1440p, then output at upscaled 4K or 1440p. Film motion brightness, unlock rendering mode. Performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. Fidelity, favor resolution over frame rate. Rendered, unlocked frame rate. Brightness, safe zones, motion blur, camera shake, field of view, film grain, core, default, display. Audio. Language. Audio disc subtitles. HUD, reticles, default. Adjust the style of the reticle or name of the weapon. Default, the reticle will show the extent of the weapon's accuracy. Simple, the reticle will only show a dot. Left and right directional buttons. Change, triangle button. Reset to defaults. Circle button, back. Reset to default settings, no, yes. HUD, reticle, weapon cross, damage indicator, work it, arc, health, weapon, step to hint, speak, pick, dot, wrap, pick up, interselect, dot, list, get, dead, drop, mock, in, hide, and count, retic, weapon, dam, awareness, HUD. Sub display. X button, select, triangle button, reset to defaults, reset to default settings, yes.